Mr. Callanan and I are both in agreement that based on the plea agreement that PRV 7 should be 10 points and not 20.
Is that correct, Mr. Callanan?
That is correct.
All right, I'm going to change the PRV level from 20 to 10.
And that would take the overall PRV level from a D cell to a C cell.
That's correct.
Okay.
And then I believe Mr. Callanan and I are also in agreement that offense variable number 12 should be scored at 5 points and not 25 points.
That is correct.
All right.
However, I think we are in disagreement on OV3 and OV6.
All right.
The PSI scored OV3 at 10 points, Your Honor, which is bodily injury requiring medical treatment. It's the people's belief that OV3 should be scored at 25 points, which would be for life-threatening or permanent incapacitating injuries. In this case, the complainant was stabbed in the chest, not too far from her heart, and had her lung punctured, and she ultimately spent almost 2 weeks in the hospital to recover from those injuries. I think those injuries were absolutely life-threatening, Judge, and I would ask that the court change OV3 from 10 points to 25 points.
I disagree, Judge. I don't believe they were life-threatening.
I am going to change it OV3 from 10 to 25 because the testimony was clear that she had stab wounds, one of them which punctured her lung, and that she did spend significant time in the hospital. So I am going to change OV3 from 10 to 25. Any other disagreements on the OVs?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe OV6 is currently scored at 25 points, and I believe it should be scored at 50 points. The defendant pled guilty to assault with intent to commit murder, which would be a premeditated killing and not an unpremeditated killing. 25 points is for an unpremeditated intent, and 50 points is for a premeditated intent. So I believe it should be scored at 50 points and not 25.
I believe it's appropriately scored at 25, Judge.
I would agree that it's appropriately scored at 25. This was assault with intent to murder, but I don't believe that premeditation is an element of assault with intent to murder. It's just an intent.
An intent to kill, yes. An actual intent to kill.
86. 25.
Regardless of that scoring, Judge, the total OV level is still over 100, so the total OV score is still over 100, so the OV level would still remain at 6.
That's correct.
60, 75, 80, 105, 115. Looks like the OV level is now 116. It's still over 100.
Yes.
Correct.
And how does this change the guideline minimum range, counselors?
Because of the reduced PRV level, the guideline range would change to 135 to 225.
Okay, does that sound right, Mr.
That
Callahan?
sounds correct, Judge.
Mr. Champagne, do you have any other additions, corrections, or deletions to the pre-sentence investigation report?
I do not, Your Honor.
Do we have a victim impact statement?
There was one that's included with the PSI. My office did speak, a victim advocate in my office did speak with Ms. Burkett, who indicated she would be here today at 9, but unfortunately it's now at about 8 after, and she's not present in court.
All right, thank you. Mr. Callahan, is there anything you wish to say on behalf of Mr. Winfield?
Judge, I would just ask the court to adopt the sentence agreement of 20 to 40 years.
All right. Mr. Winfield, you don't have to say anything, but is there anything you would like to say? Is that a no?
No.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Winfield. The court then is going to go ahead and adopt the sentence agreement, and I'm going to sentence you to a period of incarceration in the Michigan Department of Corrections from 20 years to 40 years with credit for 264 days served. Do I have a motion, Mr. Champagne, to dismiss case number 16-981?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd also ask, based on the sentence agreement, that the court dismiss count 3 as it relates to the current case in which Mr. Winfield pled to.
Any objections?
No objection.
And I would note for the record that case number 16-981 is going to be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Winfield, you need to pay $136 state cost a crime victim's assessment fee of $130, court costs of $1,300, and attorney fees of $400. And Mr. Winfield, you may file an application for leave to appeal your conviction and sentence, and if you choose to do so, you have 42 days. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one and provide him or her with those portions of the transcript and record necessary to handle your appeal, but again, this is within 42 days. And I would note for the record that the sentence agreement is slightly above guidelines,
Yes.
but they're advisory now under Lockridge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counselors, has the court overlooked anything?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, counselors. Thank you, Mr. Winfield.
That means just a little bit above what you scored. It's all right.
All right, let's go.